guys, what's up? I'm at Starbucks this morning. It's pretty early in the morning. And I did a video a while ago, it's like a month or two ago, about why closure doesn't really exist. And I've been wanting to do an update video about that. And I said I was going to do it, so I will. Sorry that it took so long. I just wanted to go off a couple of comments that you guys sent me about it, just to clear some things up. And if you haven't watched that video, then watch that first, because otherwise this probably is not going to make much sense to you guys. So there's a comment here on YouTube from Shadowleaf Aliyah, and she says that, do you think then that it's better to simply stop responding or talking to a person instead of saying that it's over or actually breaking up? Or does that also depend on the situation? And I think it's really important that you always communicate with a person, and if you want to end a relationship, you need to communicate that. You can't just walk away and not say anything, because that just leaves a person hanging and it's not really fair to them. So that's really important that you actually communicate, every step of the way in the relationship. And if you want to not continue pursuing anything, you need to communicate that. And breaking up, I guess. Well, there was actually an email here that I got that this girl saying that she was, like I said, she was having a conversation about with this guy that they were breaking up, and she says that first she thought it would be easy to just talk it out, what went wrong. That just kept the relationship alive, and there continued being things to talk about. Then I realized that the reason we wanted to keep talking was fear of letting go. So then we stopped talking, which was so hard, especially, I don't know if it's over forever, or if we are going to be together at some point. So I decided that I just had to close the door totally, like I said, and I thought that was what would help me let go, but that just made me angry and didn't help. And I keep waiting for closure, but I guess time and no contact was the only way. Like I said, it helped me to listen to your podcast. So in this email, it really highlights what I was trying to get at, just that you, by talking and communicating, you can actually just keep things alive, and you're trying to get closure and trying to tie up all the loose ends. And it's really, I don't really think it's possible or even necessary to do that. So I think those two comments really highlight the difference. You do need to communicate, you do need to break up and communicate where you want the relationship to go or not go. But at the same time, to keep talking and rehashing things and about everything that went wrong and all those things, it's a lot of times just not something that's going to help you, and it'll just keep the relationship alive. So I really, what I think is just the best thing to do is just to move on with your life. Give things time. And if you're in this case with this email I got, she didn't know if this is breaking up for good, or if it's they're gonna come back together. And take some time off might be a good idea. If there's something you need to talk about, maybe there's confusion or you can clear things up, by all means have that talk and clear those things up. But move on with your life, maybe take some time apart, and time will tell, whether there's still something there or not, But I think the best way is just to keep moving forward in your life, pursue your passions and your dreams, and hang out with friends, don't overanalyze, but at the same time, process things and do talk to your friends is really important. But make sure you just move on with your life. Let's see here if there's another comments. There's also a comment here about what if things didn't work out and you see the person a few times a week, work or school, and how do you deal with the awkwardness and bring closure to that type of situation? That's a good question, actually. Sometimes things do get awkward. If you've had a really close relationship with someone, you share a lot of things, and then all of a sudden you're not, and that is going to be awkward, because it's not really natural to do that. It's not natural to grow really deep with someone and then break things off. And people do this a lot, but that it will be awkward because it's like it's just weird. You know, all of a sudden you're kind of strangers to this person that you used to share a lot of things with. But I mean, there could be so many reasons why it's awkward. So it really depends on the situation. But in general, I guess that's something I would say. Yeah, those are some thoughts on the topic. And if there are any additional thoughts about it, any questions, then always feel free to post that. Send that to me. Thanks for all your emails. I really appreciate it. And I love you guys. I'll see you next time.